Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Dark with DLD After Dark, and today we are going to talk about something very special. Um, Recently, I put out a clip, DLD Clips, um, where we are talking with Brandon Herrera about 80% AKs. And, I actually get that question quite often. It's like, I see 80% Glocks, I see 80% ARs, I see 80% um, SIGs, I see 80%, guns all over the place. Can you build an AK from an 80%er? Or, do I have to build a Plastikov? Or, whatever it is. And when we talked about it, yes, there are, you know, receivers that are, roughly 80%. It's a little more work. You're working with freaking punching rivets and, populating barrels and parts kits that, you're working with straight up metal. This isn't assembling to the AR guys out there. No, I'm kidding. I build ARs all the time too, so I sympathize with you guys. Um, First off, I want to shout out though, Future Felons of America with the SBA3 brace on there for my boy 2A EDU. So keep rocking, keep chugging along. Now this particular AK is a little unique, and you'll see that. So this is a Polish Underfolder, and it's got a couple upgrades to it, which we'll discuss. Um, Probably hit closer to the end of the video, but I put this together. I did not build this. I modded it, not super heavily or anything. I wanted to keep the original like AK look while still um, being able to add on like a vertical grip, a hand stop, a thumb stop, that kind of thing to get a really good grip, or to grab a pistol grip with a vertical grip, and it is in underfolder. So yeah, so this bad boy is a Polish underfolder. It is actually, get it, a Century Arms import. I know what a lot of y'all are thinking, but this is not a lemon. This thing was put together beautifully. I have thousands of rounds through it, probably close to 6,000 rounds, and this thing is still chugging like an animal. I did kind of an interesting thing to the muzzle here. This is a suppressor. It's an Aac Sdn6 30 cal suppressor, and the way I did that was I basically knocked off all the gook and all the yuckiness that's on the threads, and completely blasted it, and cleaned it, degreased it. And then I put down a 14 by 1 left-hand thread to 5/8 by 24 thread adapter from CNC Warrior. Shout out to them, they're an awesome company. And I rock set that adapter on there, let it sit for 48 hours to completely cure, settle, whatever you want to call it. And then I took a 51 tooth AAC adapter, because it's cross-threaded, right? One is left-hand thread, one is right-hand thread. So you have to let that shit sit for a full 48 hours before you do anything, before you shoot, before you, honestly, I don't even touch it while it cures. And then I torqued down the 51 tooth AAC adapter, and then let that cure for 48 hours, and then made sure that the bore was concentric with the rifling and all that, and got myself a suppressed AK. It's not over gassed. I mean, it does throw the shells a little bit further, but it's not too violent. I also added you probably won't be able to see this, I added a night sight to the front sight, and because that thing was kind of moving a little bit, I rock set that bitch in there too, because fucking why not, right? May as well. I'll be keeping it for a while. So, somebody told me that, Dark, if you're going to show guns on your channel, then you have to rack the action. You know, people love the action. They love the close-ups. So here is the close-up of the Polish Underfolder through an Ultimac rail on there. Probably one of the most freaking expensive and the fucking heaviest goddamn rail available. And after I threw the Ultimac rail on there, I wanted to get a metal vertical grip. So I threw one of the stupid expensive Troy Industries broom handle grips that you can bring down to the micro or the shorty. And then I put a Magpul hand stop on there so I can get a really good grip in there, and also a thumb stop on the other side. And this is a really, really high quality Sling Swivel, okay? You can't find these everywhere, okay? If you find any more, let me know, because I'm, you know, not seeing them on the market out there. Anyway, so this was my, this is my baby. This is just an excellent gun, and it does have a Tapco G2 trigger, which is just, compared to the original triggers in these things, I mean, it just deuces all over those triggers. And even though you're obviously running supers, this thing is stupid quiet. Not like movie quiet, but stupid quiet. And I love the fact that I could still keep the original furniture on the pistol grip and on the gas tube there. And everything else kind of looks a little bit more modern as well. Honestly, I typically rock it on a 2-point sling, a Viking tactical sling, and then just keep the stock closed and just two-hand it. And, you know, you could crack targets at 100 yards, no problem, with iron sights. Obviously, you can reach out way further than that. But it's, I mean, when this thing is, let me get back a little bit here. When this thing is all the way opened up, I mean, this thing is like bigger than like Darth Maul's lightsaber, you know? Like, this thing is freaking huge, dude. It's long as hell, it's heavy as hell. Like, I'm like 6 feet away right now, and it is taking up the entire frame of the camera. Like, that's crazy. But it's very shootable, very maneuverable, and it's just a hell of a machine. This shit works like hell. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I got sidetracked talking about this GD gun. So because people love AKs so much, even AR guys love AKs so much. Bing! For all you safety freaks out there. Oh, I know, he did it. I can't believe it. When we released the DLD clips of us talking with Brandon Herrera about building from an 80% receiver, he had said, yeah, you know, people build from AK flats all the time. And believe it or not, I had a viewer send me AK flats, and I'm super grateful for that. They also sent me a 10-pack of blue chem lights, which, like, holy cow, you guys, this freaking viewer, I'm not going to say your name because, you know, I don't want to put you out unless you want to be put out. They sent me some other shit too, and damn, like, thank you. I'm super grateful for you. You're awesome. I freaking love you, and I am in debt to you. So let's talk about this. Butt cheeks. So this is an AK flat. Now, there's two that were sent. One is in great condition. One is in Russian condition. Well, I guess it could be Bulgarian condition, or it could be, you know, Polish condition, or Eastern European condition, let's say that. This one was just left out in the rain, quite literally. But, you know, I love working on metal, and it's all just surface rust. I can knock that shit out easy. So I'll be doing that. But I'm going to build 2 AKs from this, from these, and a couple things that a lot of people don't know when you're building from flats. Most of these do not come hardened, okay, and they'll typically have a sticker or an indicator of some sort, you know, maybe some information in there talking about, you know, the flat and if it's hardened or not. Essentially what you do is you're taking this flat, and guys, so much shit is built from flats. Like if you look at the old Macs, those things are built from flat receivers. There's just a lot. I mean, they're sheet metal guns. Like, you know, this is, yeah. So this is a good quality flat. It's unhardened, and it came with the rail and the shark fin. Those need to be spot welded onto the receiver. And what you do is you place this in a jig, and then you use a hydraulic press that uses crazy force to push this thing down into the jig, and then it forms a receiver like this. And then of course you can start your work from there. You get to pick whatever trunnion, you know, rear trunnion you want, whatever stock options you want, whatever barrel length you want. You can do some of the shit like all those old companies like Wise Light, and you know, those companies who used to do like crazy chop down freaking AKs, and they ran too, like they tuned them. They, you know, they were freaking awesome. So I'm probably gonna do something crazy like that. After you shape it, bend it, then you need to harden it, and typically that's done with heat and oil quenching. And I don't really know what the fuck, like I am not a you know, master AK builder by any means. I built a lot of ARs, built a lot of Glocks, I built a lot of, you know, other firearms, but I have only been a part of a few builds when it comes to AKs. So I'm not necessarily the one to go to for, you know, all the, you know, tricks of the trade, like, but this is dope as shit, and I'm going to start building 2 AKs from these. So don't know what availability is now of flats. Like I tried to look for some, and they weren't as plentiful as they used to be. Like you used to be able to order just freaking crates of this shit, and wouldn't be an issue at all. But now things are just getting a little bit more difficult to find. They have been for like the last year and a half. So the other thing that I want to do is I'm sure you guys have seen, like on TFB TV, James Reeves did a build with his people. You know, everyone sent him shit and he built something, and that's cool. What I want to do is I want to do like a straight DLD build, okay? I want to do an open source build. I don't care what it is. An AK, an AR, a Glock, a freaking evidence locker, Jennings 25 ACP, I don't care. But I want it to come from you guys, your minds, I want you to contribute advice, parts if you can. Obviously, I would never ask you guys for anything, but if we come up with an idea and it's like a blue Kimlight build or a flower build for the cranberry hibiscus, or if it's a dick build, whatever the fuck you guys choose, and I could see you guys choosing a bunch of dicks, because a lot of you guys are just a bunch of dicks. But I love y'all, and that's why I'm here. I'm here because of you guys. So if you set me up like that, that's cool too. I'll do that. But yeah, like I said, I want you guys to contribute. I want you guys to, you know, give your advice, information. I want you guys to, if you can, contribute parts. If, you know, if you have the ability to like 3D print shit that fits the theme of the build, I would love, you know, anything that you guys can do to contribute. So let's figure it out. Let's talk about it. Are we going to do a dick build? Are we going to do a, you know, blue Kimlight build? Are we going to do you know, I don't know. You guys come up with it. What I'm going to do is on Discord, and I'll do some streams about it too, but on Discord, I'm going to make a new channel, and it's going to say DLD firearm build or something like that. Maybe I'll choose a different, where I'll make it funny, okay? And go there, add any information, thoughts, and we'll actually have you guys vote on what you want built. And as I get parts in, and as obviously I'm going to contribute too, I'm not just going to expect shit from the community, but you know, it's cool to get like a safety lever here, a gas kit, like a gas tube here, buffer tube here. Like that would be so fucking cool if I got just shit from all over the community, brought it together, put a build together, and it was part of you guys, part of me, part of us, part of benchmarking this like time in our lives while we're together, because nothing lasts forever, right? Nothing is forever, and I do want to take advantage of the time that we have together. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. I mean, it was relatively informational, though I'm informative. I am not a pro when it comes to the chappas, but I get it in if I buy them. If you come across one more thing, if you come across a Polish Underfolder, they stopped importing these a long time ago. I got this one for like $500. Got my Draco for like $313 or something like that. I bought these when like AKs were dog shit. This is actually, I got this when AKs were starting to get a little more expensive, because I just recently built an AR for like $470. So this is more expensive than an AR, like bone stock factory with none of this cool shit on it. The Ultimac rail is like fucking $250 or $300 like alone. And then this is almost $100 vertical grip, fucking $50 night sight, and a $1,000 can on it. But it's fucking cool. It's fucking mine. So fuck off. I mean, not you guys. Like, you guys don't fuck off. But guys, I love y'all. Let's remember to be kind. That's rule number 1 in the community. Be kind to each other. I always say, live a life of care, compassion, contribution. Contribute to people around you in your community. Be kind. Always be kind. Come from a place of curiosity, not judgment, and just care about each other, man. Let's get back to that. And while doing it, make sure that you are the most dangerous motherfucker that you possibly can be. And I'll see y'all soon. I love y'all. Bye.